Welcome back. Selena and I were just talking more about verbs, and we actually wanted to talk to you more about verbs and telling time. And we were talking about to love and to listen and to work, because those were the verbs we just used in our conjugation of the verb, the first verb lesson we did, talking about the verb that's happening right now, present tense. And we were talking about verbs that don't tell time, because some verbs aren't telling us the time. Like if I were to say to swim, do you know when that is, when the action's happening? Swim.
When you swim.
To swim. So like if we're talking about, when we're talking about verbs, not all verbs will tell time in the same way. These verbs that don't tell time are called the infinitive of the verb. When we think of that infinitive of the verb, think about infinitive. What does that sound like?
Infinity.
What does infinity mean?
More than you can count.
It is more than you can count, but it goes on forever, or it is timeless. So infinitive of the verb, it means it's a timeless verb, which is pretty darn cool. So when we think about a verb that isn't tied to a specific time, we can think of like to listen. To listen. There's no time there. It's not happening in the present. It didn't happen in the past. To listen. When we are working with, we have to work and to love as well that are in the box, the grammar or the Valentine box. But when we think about this, when we are working with sentence analysis and we have a sentence like, I like to dance. And when we first started doing sentence analysis, you were like, dance is the verb. I dance. Well, you like to dance, but dance isn't the action of the sentence. The action of the sentence is, what is it that you like? I like to dance. And so even though dance by itself is a verb, when we say to dance, that becomes the infinitive of the verb. And in sentence analysis, an infinitive does the work of a noun. It's telling you the name of the action. It's not talking about the action. It's calling it the name of the action. I like to dance. Like is the action, and to dance is the name of the action that you like. What's another example we could do?
I like to sleep.
I like to sleep. Sleep is an action. You could say, I sleep.
I slept.
I slept. In the past, you could sleep in the past. I could say, Selena sleeps.
I will sleep.
I will sleep. So if we're talking about sleep as a verb, that would be the predicate of your sentence analysis. But if you're saying, I like to sleep, or I need to sleep, that is telling us to sleep is treated as a noun. It's the name of what it is you need to do. And it's not used as a verb. And anytime we're using a verb as a noun in that way, we call it the infinitive of the verb. So for your follow-up, I want you to think about some of these infinitives of the verb and make a list of them in your journal. You can do it on the same page as your verbs, your present tense conjugation that we just did. And it's so cool. I think it's fun. So make a collection of infinitives and we'll share them out in our discussion. Okay, we'll see you next time.